Yo, what's going on? I'm Marcus. You're at the channel, The Debt Free Dad. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about some old news that became current news because somebody wanted to talk about it. And to me, it sounds like a little bit of financial hating, but we're going to talk a little bit about financial haters in the context of this story about Kawhi Leonard. Hey, as always, I'm a licensed attorney, but I'm not your attorney, so this isn't legal or financial advice, just giving y'all my opinions and takes on finance topics, current events, and attorney reactions. So I always got to say that disclaimer so the folks over at the Bar Association don't stay on your boy's ass. Okay, you want to keep them off of you at all times. So let's go and pull up the article. If we aren't familiar, we got to get familiar with the story so we can understand a little bit about the background. Okay, so NFL star calls Kawhi Leonard dumb for driving a 1997 Tahoe. Okay, Kawhi Leonard driving a 1997 Tahoe in 2016 is the perfect definition of being frugal. This came out in 2016. Why is it relevant today in 2023? Because somebody wanted to chime in and give their opinion. So we're going to talk about this. I'm going to throw out some numbers on salaries, and I'm going to talk a little bit about haters and who are the people most likely to hate on something that you want to do to better your finances. All right, that's Kawhi Leonard. We all know who he is. He still rocked the 1990s Braves, but the boy can hoop when he plays. Earlier this week, the Twitter handle at NBA Memes posted a tweet about LA Clippers star Kawhi Leonard still driving a 1997 Tahoe despite earning millions. Since it was posted, the tweet has accumulated 10 million views, 1,900 retweets, 629 quotes, 40K likes, and 500 bookmarks. One of those to react was NFL Pro Bowl Marlon Humphrey of the Baltimore Ravens, who had a negative reaction to the Twitter post. In a tweet, Humphrey said, "Nothing humble about this. This is actually just dumb. LOL." And you can see the tweet here. Nothing humble about this. This is actually just dumb. There's a picture of his Tahoe. Hey, that was cool. At that point, Green Bay Packers running back Aaron Jones came to Kawhi's defense by replying to Humphrey's tweet, but Humphreys wasn't done yet about calling Kawhi dumb. Now we scroll down. Humphrey says just based off of car safety alone and the upgrades that has happened since 1997 makes it dumb. Aaron Jones for the Packers replied, "I don't agree. I still got the same car from high school, a 2003 Ford Explorer." Okay. Kawhi called his 1997 Tahoe a gas guzzler. And this is just a little bit of background about what was said in 2016. It can be recalled in March of 2016, Leonard told Sports Illustrated Lee Jenkins that he still often drove a 1997 Chevrolet Tahoe nicknamed Gas Guzzler. When Jenkins asked Leonard why a millionaire like him would drive a then 20-year-old vehicle, Leonard replied, "Because it runs and is paid for. Most NBA stars drive the fanciest and the flashy cars, and it was not surprising to hear someone like Kawhi say that he still rides a car that he first drove as a teenager living in Inland Empire region of Southern California." Okay, without having a fancy car, although having a fancy car is not a must, it was still appalling to think why someone who makes as much money as Kawhi would drive a 20-year-old SUV valued by Edmunds at $742 to $4,237 at the time Leonard was earning $16 million a year playing for the Spurs as a part of a then $94 million deal that he signed in 2015. All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about the numbers behind this, but I thought this article was interesting for a few reasons. Now, I'm a sports fan, but I'm not really deep into the NFL and everyone's salary. So, of course, I wonder how much Marlon Humphreys was making in comparison to how much Kawhi Leonard was making. Essentially, Humphrey has a really good salary. He'll earn a base salary of $10.5 million. He has a 5-year, He has a 5-year, $97 million deal where he's earning a base salary of $10 million a year. His total in guarantees was about $67 million. So he's making a lot of money. But then I wanted to just kind of fast forward to see what Kawhi Leonard is earning, talk a little bit about the salary breakdown, and talk about what's going to happen when you decide to do something that's different with your finances from everybody else. Okay, just looking at Kawhi's salary, at the time he made this statement in 2016, he made $16 million a year, 2017, $17 million a year, 2018, he made $18 million a year. He got a pay bump when he went to Toronto of $23 million a year. Now he's making in 2020, $32 million, 2021, $34 million, 2022, $39 million. In 2023, I think is expected that he is going to make $43 million. Now, why is this article interesting? Because this article brings up something that if you haven't seen it, you will see it at some point. So you might as well just prepare yourself because it's going to happen. Anytime that you decide to do something different from what the norm is, especially when it comes to your finances, but if you decide that you want to go on a health journey and start going to the gym and eat like a rabbit and eat nothing but plants and vegetables, you know who are going to talk crap about you? People who are equal physical level than you or worse off. Nobody who's fit is going to give you any slack or any frustration about what it is you're doing. And it works the exact same way with your finances. When I decided to change my normal patterns up, my normal behavior up with my finances, you know who the people were who called me cheap, called me a goofy for not hanging out or doing something because I didn't plan it or didn't budget for me? It was people who were probably equally on my level at that point, or it was people who were probably financially a little bit behind me. No one who was doing better than me financially or was more advanced in their financial journey, if I explained to them and told them what I was doing, 100% of the time, they understood exactly what I was doing, why I was doing it, and it was always words of encouragement. And that's just something that you're going to have to get used to. When you decide to do something different outside of what the norm is, hey, you're going to get criticized. More likely than that, that criticism is going to come from people who are closest to you, your closest friends, your closest family, but people who have already gotten where you think about or where you dream of going, those aren't going to be the people who are going to criticize you. Those are probably going to be the people who are going to give you the biggest support because they understand what it is that you're trying to do. It's just a crazy mentality when we hear something different because it's something we aren't used to. We instinctively say, "Oh, you know what? That's different. I'm gonna criticize it. I'm gonna challenge it." Because we don't understand it. People don't understand it. They don't know why you're doing it. They can't see your vision, so they're automatically gonna hate. So that's just a part of the game when you want to do something different as it relates to, anything. Finances, relationships, all that. Like, think about it. I guarantee you, let's put this in a relationship context, okay? I guarantee you, when Jay-Z and Beyonce had their whole elevator lemonade moment, I guarantee you the people who was probably in their ears telling them that it was over was probably a bunch of divorce ass people. Like, I guarantee you, if they got any advice from a couple who was together as long as them or longer, they probably understood completely why they just said, you know what, we're going to figure this out. We're going to work it out. That's just kind of how it is. And it's just something that you have to learn to deal with. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but it is what it is. And I think this is a good point. If the car runs, is not a safety hazard, and hey, he likes it, then what is the problem? People are always trying to get other people to upgrade their lifestyle. And I think Sis made a great point. Just because you make 100, you don't have to spend 100. You don't have to spend 120. You know what I mean? You don't have to always be in the negative. But this was just a little bit of food for thought that I wanted to give you. and more importantly, just some words of encouragement. Whatever it is you're trying to do, most people are going to think you're goofy for doing it. But if you're the person who's doing something different, you're the person who's seen as kind of the oddball or the black sheep for doing something different. Like I always say, congratulations to you, because you're the person who probably is going to be the person to break generations worth of bad habits, whether it's with finance, whether it's with fitness, whether it's relationships. So just know that, hey, the hate is going to come, the criticism is going to come. More likely than that is going to come from people who aren't in the position you are currently and who don't see the vision and don't want to get where you are. The people who are already there, who already made it, somebody who's been married 50 years, somebody who has a certain level of financial success, if you tell them, nah, I'm not going on this trip because I haven't saved for it or haven't budgeted for it, so we can't do it, they're going to understand exactly what you want to do. And those are the people, those are the lessons you want to take. The other people who are just kind of hating, just listen to their hate, because 5, 10, 15 years from now, it's a strong possibility that you're going to be in a better position to do what you want. Is it willing to have 5 or 10 years of sacrifice and frugality to have a better lifestyle for the next 30 or 40 years? In my opinion, the answer is a hell yes. I think it makes complete sense to do. So I just wanted to give y'all that quick take. I wanted to give a shout out to my brother, Dimitri. Hey, y'all make sure, if you interested in checking out a channel that's one, very motivational, but it also provides some good information with regard to branding and how to build your brand, how to create, how to be a creative. Check out Mountain of Inspiration. Y'all go check out his channel. It's a very dope channel, very positive content. Like, my mother doesn't comment on YouTube, but she loves him because she's like, hey, that brother be talking some good stuff. So my mother loves your channel, bro. She watches, she never comments, but one, Lord bless my mother, she may not be that savvy how to comment from her phone, but she does love your channel. She tells me all the time that she watches your stuff. She heard me listening to it one day and was like, oh man, that guy's pretty positive. What's his channel? Then she gave me her phone and was like, can you put his channel in my phone so his stuff could pop up? So, hey, you got a fan, and Mama DFD loves you, bro. So I wanted to just give you that shout out and let you know that, hey, dope channel. Definitely check it out. I'm about to jump out of here. As always, I appreciate everybody for the support. Thanks again to my guy, Dimitri. Thanks to Sis Elva at Budget and the Bacon for leaving a comment. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Peace.